How are you feeling about having this conversation today?
I'm glad I'm doing it to raise awareness, yes,
Excellent.
very much
Thank you.
so. Yeah.
And was there any particular reason that made you think of coming and agreeing to be a part of this
I just
protocol?
think that if I can encourage other people to go
Hmm.
and get mammograms and screening and everything, then that'll make my day worthwhile.
I see. Thank you. Thank you.
Okay.
Now let's get started with your story, right?
Okay.
And then please tell me how did it all started, all the way, you know, from from the beginning when
Yeah.
we.
Well, I started getting my mammograms when I was 50. The first one come back clear.
I see.
And then I had my second one, and then it called me back. And they just said they'd found something. And then I needed to have biopsies done.
I see. So you had two mammograms. The first one was normal,
The
and then
first
the
one was
second was
normal,
3 years after.
was 3 years after,
I see.
and that
But
come back with abnormalities, so we had to go
I
back.
see. So you had one which was normal,
Yeah,
and then you had second which was not normal.
yeah,
So you had two different mammograms on two different times. They were 3 years apart.
yes,
So I think that's a good way to go about it.
yeah.
So let's talk about the first one.
Hmm.
Tell me, take me through that process. First one which was normal. How did it started, and how did it conclude it?
Yeah, I went and he had my mammogram. Obviously, they push your breast into a machine.
Uh huh.
A bit uncomfortable, but not overly uncomfortable. Then obviously they do the screening and everything, and then you wait for your results to come through,
I see.
and it comes through on a letter, which is very, all the wording's great and everything, and it just says no further action to be taken.
I see. So that's reassuring.
And I breathed a sigh of relief at that one. Yes, I
Uh,
did.
I can imagine. So
Yeah.
basically, you receive a letter
Hmm.
inviting you to come for a mammogram. I would
Yes.
imagine they would be giving, every details in how it is, what's the process like.
Yes.
And then you went for the mammogram, which
Hmm.
doesn't take long,
No,
maybe a
no,
bit more uncomfortable, but nothing major, right?
absolutely.
And then that is followed by a letter
Yeah.
confirming that it's all good,
Hmm.
and we will have a recall in 3 years' time. And
That's
that's exactly
correct.
what
That's
happened.
exactly what happened.
I see. And then 3 years later, you had another mammogram.
Another mammogram, I'd have no symptoms of anything or anything at all.
Hmm.
And I went from another mammogram, and if I'm not mistaken, I think it was in one of the like the units they put outside places. It
Hmm.
might have been outside Morrison's. I think it might have been there. Yes,
I see.
and that's where I had that mammogram.
Uh-huh.
And obviously they did the same procedure as the first one. Everything felt okay
I
because
see.
obviously I checked my bus and everything anyway because of the previous cancer.
I see.
Then I went home. Then I received a letter saying that they'd found some abnormalities and I needed to go to Stafford Hospital.
And what was going in your mind when you
I
received? And it was
was,
totally different to the first letter, when you had the first
yes,
time.
I was scared, but I was optimistic. And I was thinking, this is a second cancer to my first cancer. And I'm thinking it could be nothing, it could be a cyst, it could be, anything else. But I really don't think it'd be cancer again now.
So all those thoughts were coming in your mind, what it could be. It's a period of uncertainty, right?
Yeah,
And it's
absolutely.
and it's always important to have some sort of support
Hmm.
in the family or from any healthcare provider.
Mm.
Have you had any support?
Oh, support for my family, my partner, everything, yeah,
I see. And
absolutely.
when you get this letter, did you discuss with anyone what it could be?
Not really. I just obviously told people I got to go for obviously, second second meeting or whatever you like to call it. And obviously, everybody was positive, thinking, it could be something else.
I see. You stayed positive.
Stay positive, which I always have done. Always stay positive.
I see.
Yeah.
You did mention that you have had a cancer before. Was it lymphoma?
It was non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
And you were a bit worried whether it could be anything
I
to
thought
do
it
with.
was a secondary cancer to that,
I see. And again,
but it wasn't.
made it a bit more complicated
Yeah,
than in terms of
absolutely. Yeah.
how we go about it.
Hmm.
And you mentioned about the screening program. You explained it nicely. How it is. It's quite
Hmm.
straightforward. Have you read about? Did you know much about the screening programs, or what prompted you to go for the screening at first place? At the time?
Mammograms?
Yes.
Not really, no, because until I'd hit 50 and I
Hmm.
was ready for a mammogram, I've never needed one
I see.
because there's never been anything regarding breast cancer with me.
I see.
before that.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, I think the mammograms, it used to be starting from the age 50, then I think they probably have changed it to age 47 now because
Oh, right.
they have been so effective in detecting the cancers at an early stage.
Well, that's a good thing.
That's my understanding.
Yeah.
And so you had the first screening, you were aware of what's going to happen next.
Hmm.
You went for, and obviously knowing that hopefully everything will be okay, but
Yeah.
it didn't turn out to be.
No.
And then take me through what happened thereafter.
Right. I went to see me. It was in Stafford. I had to go.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to go on a train ride to Stafford, and I was very, very anxious with my partner. He was with me all the way through.
I see.
I don't know why I'm getting emotional.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's fine. Sat and talked to him. Well, I saw the lady first, and then she told me exactly where it was. She put lines on and told me it was just up from my left nipple. But I couldn't feel it, but she could. But I couldn't feel it before he had my mammogram. But obviously the mammogram picked it up. And then she told me that I had to have some biopsies done just to see if it was breast cancer.
I see. It's just a lot of emotions, a lot of uncertainty at the time.
Oh,
a
terribly,
lot of worry.
terribly. And so then I had the biopsies done. I won't lie, they did hurt, but obviously necessary.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously they did the biopsy.
Mm-hmm. And then the treatment options, probably, right?
And then I had to wait for the results that it was cancer, and obviously it was. Then I saw the oncologist there, and he went through the procedures of the operation I'll have to have.
And how was the communication during
With my
this
doctor?
process? With your doctor, with the
Consultant,
oncologist?
brilliant. Absolutely fantastic.
I see. You mentioned you had a good support at home.
Yeah.
How was the support provided by the hospital in terms of making you aware what's going to happen next in terms of the treatment, its side effects, its benefits, what stage the cancer is? How was it communicated?
Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. I forgot his name at Stafford. I don't know why I forgot his name, because he was a surgeon that actually performed the operation. And he was the one that spoke to me through everything.
I see.
He was wonderful.
And before it all started, before it got detected, I believe that life was different once we got the diagnosis.
Oh, terribly.
Things changed altogether.
I fell to my knees and I thought, if it's spread out of the margins, then I'll deal with it. And if it hasn't, then positive, and I'll still deal with it.
Excellent.
Always positive thinking, never negative.
Good. And how was the day-to-day life during this period while you're navigating the treatment?
I carried on with life in between diagnosis and operation and treatment. But yeah, it was always at the back of my mind. I went work in a busy store, but it was always at the back of my mind.
And how was family dealing with it?
Well, my mum, who's since passed, she was very optimistic. Oh, you'll be fine, you know, and that's how mums are. And I was.
Good. And your partner, and was it?
Partner, my daughter, everybody, fabulous, yeah. But they knew not to mollycoddle me, because that doesn't help me. The feeling sorry thing doesn't help me. I need to do things my way.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity, you know, some people, when they get diagnosed of cancer, it's a big news. Some people prefer to keep it to themselves and don't want to share it with even the wider family because they don't want to trouble them or any other reasons. And others think differently. They like to share it, and the support system increases with that. What are your thoughts about it?
I appreciate people who do want to keep it to themselves, but I think it just puts more pressure on you and your mental state of mind and everything. It's a lot to carry on your own.
I see.
A lot.
I see.
So you need to share, even if you have got family, or you go to support group or speak to somebody, but definitely you need a support group.
Excellent. While you were navigating the treatment, the entire treatment for the breast cancer, did you feel like that you may need a bit more professional support, mentally or physically, in terms of counseling or anything?
I was offered, but I think I had enough
going on.
Yes, I had enough support network without going professional. But I'm not saying if I needed it, I wouldn't have done. I would have. I don't feel like I needed to at that time.
Excellent. And so the support was there. I think, did you have any communication with the other communities, any healthcare communities like GP?
The breast care, I could ring them at any time. Breast care, yeah. I didn't really have much to do with my GP, to be honest, the village surgery, because there was really no need to. Oh, they did ring me actually and say, we're here if you need us. They did actually, yes.
I see.
They did.
Excellent. And no, you mentioned all the entire process. Now, reflecting on the screening itself, right? Looking back, what are your thoughts about the screening program in terms of its productivity, in terms of what it could do, how it could help, and if you had to send a message across to the our local community or the wider community?
Yes, I think it's a very scary process. It is. But I think that you need to go because finding it early is the key.
I see. You mentioned it's a scary process, scary in the sense that worry that there may be something, right?
Yes.
But the process in itself is is it straightforward or
yes, the
are there
actual
difficulties?
process, doesn't hurt much, just a bit of being uncomfortable for a few minutes, but I think that's worth it if.
Yeah, get out of the way.
Absolutely, absolutely. Do never miss one.
I understand. What you're saying is, even it is, the scary in the sense that the thought of what if this and that, but that shouldn't be the reason for us to not opt for it.
Because what if you don't go, and then it'll be a totally different.
That should be the question, right?
Absolutely.
What if you don't go and there is something and I'm not taking the necessary steps sooner? What impact that could have to the
Cancer has no mercy. It won't wait for you. It'll just do its thing. So make sure you get it done.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much for that. And the whole experience, how has it changed your outlook towards looking at yourself, your physical health needs, mental health?
I'm still wary. I check. Well, I'm not still wary. I check everywhere. I've got probably a bit of a different outlook on life. I don't take things so much for granted. But then I don't care about daft things that I did before because them things don't really matter. You do.
You mentioned not taking for granted. It can happen to anyone. When you are in your prime, in a younger age, in your 30s,
it doesn't matter what
40s, you don't have any health issues. You feel, subconsciously you take things for granted.
Yeah.
Nothing will happen bad to me.
And even if you don't feel, I didn't feel ill. Exactly. You don't feel ill. I didn't feel ill. But if I hadn't have gone for my mammogram, I perhaps would have done later on. This is why you need to also get a lump checked, go for your mammogram, because that actually detects your cancer where you don't feel ill in yourself, if you understand me.
Yes, at an early stage where you don't have any symptoms.
No. So that mammogram picks it up before it develops into
and obviously if it gets picked up in an early stage, the treatment could be swift.
Absolutely.
And we have a higher potential chances of curing it.
Absolutely.
I see. No, I think that's it. So on that note, if I just ask you, if someone listening to yourself at the moment, what would you want them to know about it? What would your message be for them?
For a mammogram?
Yes. All the screening programs, but in your case, mammogram.
Yes, always, when you get your letter to go for screening regarding anything, always go. Always. Never brushed under the carpet, just do it.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. And on a final note, you shared your experience here today. We thank you for that. And what does it mean to you sharing your own experience with the wider population, the people?
I just hope, listening to me, if somebody's there and they've just had the letter for the first screening or they're a bit anxious, listen to me and think, no, that lady's still here. That lady's been through it. I'm going to go for my mammogram.
Thank you very much. Thank you
You're
very
welcome.
much. Appreciate that. And
welcome.
Best